2, 3, 4. Here we go.
Yeah, that shut up pretty fast.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Hi everybody, and welcome to Photomikes Garage. Today, I'm gonna take Dave in the Hellcat, and I'm gonna try and scare him really bad.
Like that's gonna happen.
Now, actually, Dave is he's a very tough guy. You can see he's got his Jeep here, so he's a pretty tough guy. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to scare him, but hopefully he'll be impressed with the Hellcat and what it can do. So we're gonna go over a few features of the Hellcat, and then Dave's gonna take it out for a test drive, and we'll see what he says about it. Okay, so the first thing you have to know about a Hellcat, for people that don't know anything about Hellcats, and I'm not sure Dave knows that much about this car, is that it has 707 horsepower. Don't forget that 7 horsepower. 707 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. Are you impressed?
I'm very impressed.
And it is a 4-door sedan. It weighs 4,500 pounds, but it still goes really fast, really, really fast. And this is where people go ooh and ah. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Okay, so we have a big 2.4 liter supercharger. This is bigger than a lot of people's motors. It's bigger than my FRS motor inside there. It's a huge supercharger. This thing does up to, I think, 11 PSI a boost, and that helps produce the power and the torque.
But the thing about this car, the only way the cops are gonna catch you is when you run out of gas.
That's right. So we got a pretty big trunk here. As you can see, you can fit quite a few bodies in here, including any zombies that you pick up on the road for eating later. And you have a battery right here. This thing just comes out and you can go here. You have a little storage area right here. You have your air pump with your inflator fluid. Take a look at this.
That's awesome.
Inflator fluid, 2 hoses, one for air, one for inflator fluid. And so it's therefore no spare tire in this vehicle whatsoever. You got another fuse box here, and you got a big heavy duty battery right there. But you still, if you're gonna jump this car, you still jump it in the front because it has terminals set up for just for that.
You can fill that full of water and put the beer in there.
See, only Dave would have thought of that. I never even thought of that, but he's right. This could be a beer cooler.
This is also insulated, so the beer will stay cold by the time you get there.
You know, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
This is why we want Dave to do these reviews. He's going to see things that no one else has seen before in these cars.
Get back down to it.
So Dave right now is discovering the fact that there is power seats in the world. What you do is you put your foot on the brake and you press the go button. And look at that, Hellcat. All right, let's go. This car has a valve in the exhaust pipes so that when you're just driving normally, it's pleasant, it's fairly quiet. When you get on it, the valves open and let out the sound. All you do is you don't press the gas pedal too hard, too fast, and you'll be fine. So you feel the torque right away, so it just pushes you, and that's just like normal takeoff, and you're right up to speed like that. And then if you want to do a little bit more, you go. Brakes are incredible. They'll just take your false teeth out and put them through the window. This car allows you to enjoy the power. I know it's got 700 horsepower and you get in trouble, but because the power comes on right away, just pulling off from a red light in normal traffic, you get pleasure, right? And you can hear that supercharger whine, you can hear the little bang of the shifts. So you don't have to get to subsonic speeds and go to jail to enjoy this car. It gives you pleasure right away.
Are these actually real? Like,
That's a good question. Let's open up the hood and we can see if these actual ducts actually do anything, or are they just for show? And I can tell you that they actually do.
because I figure this center one is for the supercharger.
Yeah, but not as direct as you think. This just puts cooling air in here, but there's no actual air intake for this. This air intake is back in here, just like a normal car. So that you could say is a bit for show, but what they actually do is they extract hot air out of the motor. So these look like they would get, like it would look like, okay, you're gonna get a bunch of junk and dirt in here, right? Now you get a little bit here, but there's not much. You know why? Because it actually, because of this little lip here, the air goes above and it actually extracts air out of the motor.
Okay.
So this is like a heat extractor. So these work very good. This actually puts some air on top of the blower and cools it off, but it's not directly into the blower. The actual Challengers have a headlight which has a hole here, and that actually injects air directly into the supercharger. And so that's pretty cool. The Charger does not have that. And you got the Hellcat logo, which actually is the only place that has a Hellcat on this car, is just on the two fenders. Otherwise it just says SRT. And you got lots of room in the back for the kids. And quite a bit of luxury too.
On heated seats.
On heated seats, they have their own USBs here. And yeah, they have their own air conditioning outlets that they can control. And this is very soft and very nice. They have their own little lights right here so they can do reading. And we have a locking gas cap here. Oh, actually, no, we don't. Let me show you this. We don't have a locking gas cap. We have something a little new. First of all, this is the release for the gas cap. It took me about half an hour to find that the first time. And if you look inside, you see there's no cap at all. Nope. It just opens right straight into the tank. It has a seal right here. And look, it's got a little metal seal that you can't push open. And the thing is that say you're on the side of the road and you run out of gas and you go get a gas can, a jerry can, a plastic one, and you're trying to stick your plastic nozzle in there, it won't go. It has to be the exact size. It has little sensors in there that will tell you exactly the right size of nozzle to go in there. So in the trunk, they have a little extra emergency nozzle that you use to go with your plastic jerry can. Wow. And then you go in there. Okay, I'm a little nervous, but now Dave will take the car for a drive and we'll see what happens.
That's what happens when you let a redneck ride a Charger.
That's right. This is the guy who's used to is ready for the zombie apocalypse, so let's see how he handles a Hellcat.
Yeah, this definitely steers different than the Jeep, that's for sure.
Yeah, a little more accurate, right?
Way more accurate.
Yeah. Brakes are touchy.
Very touchy.
Yeah. When you're doing a normal stop, just breathe on it, right? I can feel my insides moving.
You actually have to flex the stomach muscles, otherwise your head will snap back.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I always tell my passengers, put your head back on the headrest and then we'll get going, right?
And that was only not even halfway down.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is actually really nice. It's quite luxurious.
And the ride's pretty good too.
I feel like it should be knocking over a bank because this thing can pull away from anything.
Just about.
I love the way the transmission shifts. It is just so good.
Yeah, turn right.
You can feel it go down as if you're driving a manual. So we're going to leave the window open because I actually want to hear that engine. I want to hear that supercharger. That's what traction control on.
Let you spin out a little bit. Those tires don't have any grip at all for that kind of stuff. So basically you got to get it straight and then you can hit it.
Yeah.
But it'll do a burnout for like blocks and blocks and blocks if you wanted to.
Definitely did not see that coming. That barely pushed the throttle.
Yeah. Honey for sale. My wife is not for sale.
I would have had to let that guy go by.
Yeah. You can just pick and choose your area. You can go in front of this guy, can do whatever you want in this kind of car.
Well, the speed limit is 100.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is not 100.
Limit is 100 kilometers per hour.
So we
I have a speed warning. This is the best bang you can get for horsepower. For 700 horsepower, you got to go up to a Ferrari or Lamborghini and pay like $300,000 to get the same kind of performance practically.
And surprisingly, for a performance car, it rides relatively smooth.
Yep. It's got adjustable suspension, so right now it's fairly smooth, but you can put it on track where everything gets a lot stiffer. Let's do that as a matter of fact. We'll go to the
Can you do that while it's driving?
Absolutely, you can do all these changes as it's driving. All right, sir, you're on eco mode. I forgot about that. So you weren't getting the full 700 horsepower yet.
Wow. touch it and it just wants to leap forward.
It does, it does.
It's just, oh, I really want to do it back.
You've reached your marked location.
That means that there's a red light camera. She's always warning me about that. Sometimes she's annoying, but she's got a nice voice, right? So I kind of like her. All right. That was a B5 Blue Charger. I think that's a 392. Okay, and go hit it right now. See, you can hear that supercharger whine there. If you just go like kind of medium to get the... Just give it a quick shot. There we go. That's how you test drive a Hellcat.
That's right.
And you know, you just got a little taste there. We didn't do a long test drive, and in this traffic we can't really do a lot, but that was just a little bit. Dave's going to come along with me with future fun things with the Hellcat, and I will try harder to scare him next time. And look at this, we found another Jeep owner that is parked up beside Dave's Jeep. And this is a really nice Rubicon, and that's the kind of fraternity you get when you belong to the Jeep group, the Jeep crowd. And same thing for the Hellcat. We saw another Hellcat on the road there, or another SRT, and we gave each other a wave. So that's what's great about these cars. There's just a community of people that really love them and support them. Thanks again, Dave, for letting me drive your Jeep, and I hope you enjoyed the Hellcat.
The Hellcat was a whole lot of fun. Lots of fun.
And we'll be doing a lot more videos together. We're going to review other cars because, you know, Dave's got a good opinion about a lot of different cars, a different way of looking at things. For example, the zombie thing, which is definitely a Dave thing here, right? But anyway, thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time.
And have a good night.